Hello everyone, welcome to today's 5-minute portrait sketch. It is Holocaust Memorial Day today, and we're going to be drawing Anne Frank. A few years back I was able to visit the Anne Frank house, and it's quite intense and important story to be aware of, and there are a lot of intense and important things going on that are important to be aware of. So as we are sketching today, may be a cause to reflect and think upon some of these things, because although the famous saying is never again, it's happening all the time in many places, which is terrible. And how do we hold space for being aware of what's going on, and with a kind of loving awareness, hold space for that and see what's going on, and do what we can with the tools we have available to us to live a life of love and peace, in whatever way we can. Hello Hannah, Ingrid, Kiki and Tommy. Let's sketch, shall we? You may have seen I spent some more time on Senator Briggs yesterday, starting with the 5 minutes, and then spent some more time. And he shared it, so that was super cool, that he got to see it and got to share. For those of you who it's your first time here, we are doing daily portrait sketching practice together, and at the moment we are doing 5-minute practice. And I intend to return to each of these faces with more time, with a different perspective, with a different approach. But for now, we're committing to just spending 5 minutes a day drawing together. And there is a Discord server that you can join. The link is in the description. I share all of the references there, and people share their work there. And it's a really nice place to share our creativity and our practice, our exploration together. Let's start drawing. Hello June, hello Meryl, you wonderful people. Thank you all for being here. If you're watching, if you're live or if you're watching the replay, say hello in the chat or the comments. I'd love to know where you're drawing from, or just watching from perhaps. I'm going to put the timer on and start drawing now. I love this hair shape. I'm working with the parallel pen again. I've seen some really cool adaptations of this pen, modification of the nib. It was really interesting to see yesterday that there's a lot going on with these pens. I love this hair shape. This is so cool. And I love the joy of this image, this photo. And it is a poignant and terrible and tragic story, which in a different guise and a different parts of the world continues to happen, which is terrible. And there's a lot of things happening at the moment in the world, and particularly I live in Germany, and I think there's a lot going on with Elon Musk supporting the AfD, telling them they shouldn't feel shame for Germany's past, and they should be proud of the German culture. And that's something I wonder about. Like, what is pride? Why be proud? Yesterday was Australia Day in Australia, which is Genocide Day and a day of mourning. And I find a weird thing, this idea of being proud of things that we're not involved in. It's something that I find it difficult to be with. And it definitely gives pause for thought to see that there are elements of this dark chapter of history which are repeating, and also to be aware that there have been things going on and are going on in the Congo, Sudan, the Kurdish people. There are so many genocides taking place, and have been. And in my experience with people, whether it's online or in the real world, people, they want to live their lives, and they want to love their loved ones, and they take care of each other. And I find drawing has been such a wonderful way to connect to so many people, and whether knowing them or not knowing them, has been a beautiful opportunity to really just be with the idea of what it is to be a person, different people from different places, and the shared humanity that we have. And it's very confusing to see people who well, I guess there are ways to understand the intolerance, the fear that is being stirred up in people. I don't find it helpful just to think those people are evil and bad. I don't agree with a lot of ideas, but there is fear, and there is manipulation, and there are powerful people who benefit from fear and manipulation and profit greatly from it. And it's an interesting opportunity we have to be like, how can we be aware of that, and how can we live and practice compassion and love, and because it's not just, I feel like Holocaust, this Memorial Day, it's not, these things aren't just in the past, they live on, they're present, these ideas still exist, and there are all these beautiful, smiling, joyful children and adults that need care and support. Like, I don't know. I don't know if people in the chat have much to say. If there's, how do we deal with these challenges in the world? This is a continuous line drawing, by the way, so I'm trying to keep the pen on the paper. And that was coming from Australia, which feels like so far away from the rest of the world. I felt growing up that I was so far removed from Australian history and what happened in the founding of Australia. That was 5 minutes, but definitely removed from European history. Like, it felt like that is so far away and it happened so long ago, and now I live amongst it in the history. So 5 minutes is up. I'm just going to add a little water, fill in some values here, to be present to where these things have happened, to be able to visit the flat that Anne Frank lived in and was concealed in for a time, where all this stuff is, like the bullet holes, the hiding places. It's here, it's present, and it's alive, and it no longer feels that long ago, especially with the resurgence of a lot of fearful, hateful, intolerant ideas. So I hope for all of us and our children, and for everyone, for all beings, that we're able to find a way to be compassionate, to be understanding, even and maybe especially with those who are full of fear and destructive, intolerant urges. Perhaps they need understanding. It's difficult. It's interesting through the lens of parenthood to think how, what are the values I wish to instill in my children, and then to see that those values are not always reflected in the world, but in the people I actually know, it is. I don't know. I don't hang out with people that just want to, cause destruction and death. There's so many beautiful people out there. Hola, Luis, Wolverine, Hannah, Nicole. That was it for today. Our short moment with Anne Frank. I am experiencing in our practice and drawing together, a real beautiful sense of connection. And I think that awareness of connection, I have conversations with people sometimes where they're like, people are so bad, things are so bad, but I know otherwise. I know that things can be bad and things are bad, but there's also the opportunity to connect and to be aware of what is precious, what is worthy of our attention, and dedicating ourselves to, and just in this brief creative act, whoever's face it is that we are drawing, they're all part of this thing that we're part of as well. June, for your grandchildren who live in this country beside a monster. I know it's, I also wonder about my children, and there's stuff about, conscription coming back, and even for my friends my age, because I'm not German, they're worried about conscription now, at 40 years old, not only for their children, but it could happen for anyone. And it's an interesting thing you say about in the country beside a monster. That one person who just represents all of these ideas, that one person is not the problem, is just a signifier of a lot of underlying problems. And there are a lot of things that are concerning. A lot of concerning things are happening, but I feel like it's important to realize it's not just that one person. Also before, there were a lot of troubling things happening. But yeah, we do what we can, and it's to be able to be aware of what's going on and to know that we can do something beautiful and life-affirming is a great privilege that we have. So I'm very happy to be here, to be able to sketch with you, to be living with clean drinking water and a warm house, and I wish that for everyone. So thank you all for coming to draw with me. A heavy theme today, Holocaust Memorial Day. Thank you, Anne Frank, for your beautiful smile and innocence. And we shall continue drawing with each other again tomorrow, 9:00, same time tomorrow. And I'm off to have a mentorship conversation at the moment. I had the first one today. It was beautiful, and I really look forward to my next talk in a moment to connect and immerse ourselves in the creation of art, the creative act, and what it is that we're creating and why we do it, why we're here to make things. Thank you Cassidy for being here. Thank you everyone who's watching. And we'll be back again tomorrow doing another drawing together. I have the Discord link is in the description, so if you would like to join that, please do. People are sharing their work. I share the reference there, and it's beautiful to have a corner of the internet where we can share and create together. Thank you everyone. Take care, and until next time.